Yeah, we're ready. Okay.
Gongxi! I think we have to look each other, then we look there. Okay,
Yeah.
again.
Gongxi
Gongxi, everybody.
to you.
Hey, like that or like this, how? It's Chinese New Year and we're feeling classy. My guest and sous chef is Hsueh, a sophisticated food writer who knows all about the finer things of life. This festive occasion calls for something deliciously light but indulgent. In other words, we're making Chinese New Year tapas. Are we ready for our New Year tapas?
Yes, I am. I'm hungry.
I'm going to start with making a marinade
Okay.
for the prawns, which I'm going to have about 50 grams of garlic. And then I'm going to have about 2 tablespoons calamansi lime juice or lemon juice. And then I'm just going to squeeze, hand squeezed, so that the juice doesn't touch the skin. Because the skin is actually bitter. About 10 grams of my ginger. This one, the young ginger.
So less pungent, right?
Yeah. Okay, and then lemon zest.
Okay.
And I have my zester.
Microplane is the best.
I know,
right?
it's so cute.
Right.
And then I'll have half a chili.
Okay.
Now I'm going to either grind it in a little food processor.
But you could pound it. Something very satisfying about pounding.
I know. You think of
All the angst.
all the angst.
I should make rempa every day.
I know.
I
Work
should
angst.
just pound this every day. I'll be such a calm person.
Yes, out of your life. Can go back to work and be happy working. Fish sauce, maybe 2 teaspoons, and then corn flour, 3 tablespoons. Now I'm getting my prawns, and then you get very nice sort of large
These are
prawns.
huge.
I know. Then don't throw away the shell, and then you can use for frying.
For stock, right? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to remove the black vein behind, and it also opens up the prawn. And what you do is when you want to open the prawn,
The underside. Scroll
Yeah.
it down the length.
and then leave it whole.
Okay. So you leave the tails on.
I leave the tails.
Yeah, because that's
Quite
like
cute.
a little thing to
Yeah.
pick up.
If you're leaving the prawns whole, this part can take revenge on you, and stab
Yes.
you. So actually, you cut it away.
Yes. Oh, we can always take revenge back on them by frying them, right?
I know, right? I have to defrost the spring roll skin for about 1 hour. Not too soft, but so that I can just open it and cannot be too dry as well.
Yep.
I'm going to cut each skin into half.
Okay.
Then I'm going to mix some water into the cornstarch to
Stick it, right?
stick it
Make sure
together.
sticks.
Clean the tail, so
Okay.
that when I deep fry, I don't get it too brown.
Yeah, and you don't want it to splatter as well.
And the tail is out here like that.
So you put it at the beginning, right?
Yeah, beginning.
Sort of like, okay.
Yeah, all over. And then I start wrapping it.
Okay. So you fold the top in.
Yeah,
You fold the top tip, right?
as tight as possible. And this is my
Spring roll.
spring roll, my golden nugget. I'm going to let the oil get hot, and that's a trick,
You can peel a little bit and
Throw
stuff
it.
it in, right?
You see, it rises at once.
Here we go. I will slide it in gently.
Yes, because it may just splatter on you.
So you don't want the rolls to brown on contact. You want it to be
Yeah.
in this sort of a
Yeah.
gentle kind
Yeah.
of sizzle. So we're making a dipping sauce?
We are making a sort of a chili sauce.
Okay.
Garlic, ready pounded, and then 1 tablespoon tamarind with 1/3 cup of water. So I use my fingers as a sieve. Bits and pieces is okay, as long as I don't have the seeds. 2 tablespoons chili powder, 2 tablespoons normal dark soy sauce, 1 teaspoon sugar. I'm going to dice the shallot.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll put green chili as well.
Okay.
This is quite a nice texture, right?
It smells really good.
And now it's a sort of savory fruit salad.
Oh.
And pomelo, which is supposed to be very auspicious. We found pink pomelo.
Oh, that's great.
I know that's great, as
Yeah.
well as a white one. And oranges, you cut between, and you may want to make it half, because I'm going to serve it as a cocktail.
I love the idea of a savory fruit salad.
I know, quite fun, right?
Yes. So it's kind of like yu shang without the yu, right?
So this is the pomelo which we bought ready, peeled like that in the supermarket. signifying roundness, which is the completeness of life, we're going to have seedless grapes. But actually, we cannot leave them round, they're a bit big. Then I'm going to have water chestnut.
And it adds like a really sweet crunch, right?
Squeeze some calamansi. You put some sugar, maybe about 1 or 2 teaspoons. Can I have the salt? It brings out the sweetness.
And I think fried shallots are just essential.
A bit of coriander, peanut, or cashew. So let's try and decorate it. Hopefully it works. Now you actually cut chilies very, very thinly.
Then you soak them in ice water.
And then just put on top.
Now we're going to make a super simple crab salad, which I'm going to stuff into kueh pie tee shells. This is canned crab meat, and there's 200 grams of this. That goes into the bowl, in a large mixing bowl. You want a little bit of sweetness. I like mango, but you can use any other fruit that's in season. I want some color. Large chilies, which I've de-seeded and finely diced. And then chopped coriander, for just a little bit of freshness. The dressing is very simple as well. And all of my salad dressings I make in a clean glass jar with a screw-on lid. It's just the easiest thing. So what you need is the zest of 2 limes, the large ones, not the calamansi ones. Squeeze out the juice, then oil. So I use like a very neutral flavored oil, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a splotch of honey, so about 20 grams of honey.
Lovely.
And then you put everything into this jar, screw on the lid, and you just shake it.
That's the perfect way to make the salad.
Yeah, it emulsifies, right? So you don't have to add all of it. You don't want it too wet. So this is just store-bought. I know you wanted to make this from scratch, but no! It's Chinese New Year!
I know, we don't have too much work, right?
Yes! So then we just pile them on into a shell. You know, if we're having people over, set out a bowl of the filling and then a tray of shells and have them do it themselves.
Our crab bowl set. You know, we had it on our first program.
Oh, really?
Chili crab.
Oh, chili crab.
And then
That's
now
perfect.
we're going to have this.
Yeah, we can put it. Oh, we can put
to finish our series.
That's right.
It's so lovely.
That was so fun, Violet.
I know. We should do this more often.
I hope. After the 2 difficult years we've had, Year of the Tiger will be good.
We're celebrating.
Yes.
And wishing everybody a wonderful new year. And
What?